Hello and welcome. So I thought I would share with you all the things that I picked up when I went to the city, as well as a couple of things that I got done. Now I know this is a bit strange for me to be talking about sort of like a haul style video on my channel, because often I speak about like my no spend challenge year and trying to minimize things and declutter and get rid of items, not bring more things in, and also trying to live more waste free and more consciously. So it is a bit strange, I guess, that I would do this kind of video, but I thought I would just share with you the things that I did buy anyway for clarity's sake. And the reason I'm not doing this in my sort of no spend challenge year updates of each month, which is what I usually do when I purchase something during the month, is because I actually didn't pay for any of these things. Now, I went to the city to spend a weekend with my mum, who's visiting from Australia, and she wanted to treat me and she wanted to take me shopping and things like that, but I said no, I just want to pick up the couple of things that I do actually need, and if she wanted to pay for it, that was really lovely of her, and so she did. And that's why I have a separate video for this instead of doing it in my usual monthly updates. So anyway, with that out of the way, I will just jump straight into it. So the first thing I did when I went to the city is I got my shoes re-heeled. Now, I have been waiting quite a few months to get this done because I have not yet found a place near where I live that does it. But I absolutely love this. I recommend it to everyone. I wish more people in my generation did this, but get your shoes resoled, re-heeled, invest in good quality boots, good quality shoes, and just make them last. Now, I have gotten these re-heeled and resoled quite a few times, and I've had these boots for almost 4 years, and it's just amazing how much longer and how much more life you can give a pair of shoes if you just take care of them, and before they completely fall apart, get them re-heeled and resoled. So I was super happy that I got that done because I've been wanting to do it for a while. And that was the first thing I did. I got it done at a place called Jim's or Jimmy's in the city, which has a pretty good reputation by the looks of it. And then the next thing I did is I got my hair cut. I have been wanting to do it for at least 3 months, but I haven't found the time. And the last time I got my hair cut was almost 9 months ago or 10 months ago. But being in upstate New York really sort of made my hair not so nice, and all the ends split because of the winter and the different like static and just different weather conditions to what my hair is used to. But in saying that, when I went to the hairdressers, they were saying how healthy my hair is, and quite a few of them were like touching my hair and playing with it, because I think in New York City, I think it's just a style that most people get their hair dyed, and it's maybe not as good quality because I've never dyed my hair, so they were all really like, it was just really funny. So just for those people who have seen my method about apple cider vinegar and using the Castile soap, which is my current hair method, it works, and it is hairdresser approved because they really saw how healthy my hair was from that. So that was one thing that I did as well that I was really happy about. Then the next thing I did is I purchased these shampoo bars. Now, I really like the Castile soap that I have been using, but I find that I do get a bit of dandruff. Now, I'm not sure if that is because of the climate that I'm in is different, but I did want to try out these I think it's JR Ligrets. I've seen quite a few people talk about them online, and I wanted to buy them offline, like buy them online, but they were, one, quite expensive, and two, I wasn't sure what the packaging they would come with or what they would be sent with, so I wanted to get them in person so I wouldn't be participating in as much packaging. So I found these in Whole Foods. They were $5 a bar. I think they were on sale, and yeah, I'm excited to try these out, and I will of course let you know how they go. Another thing I picked up from Whole Foods was this tongue scraper. Once again, I've heard many people talk about this online and talk about how much it helps your dental health, and of course I want to try and do as much as I can to look after my teeth because the dentist costs a lot of money. So I picked this up for I think $7 in Whole Foods as well. So hopefully that works out well. And then another thing I picked up is this toothbrush travel case. Now, this is from the company Radius, which is where my toothbrush is from, and I really love this toothbrush. This company uses recycled plastics to make their products, and I had to get this specific one from that company because it fits perfectly with my toothbrush, and it's a little travel case. And this also only came with cardboard wrapped around it, so I was happy about that. And I've been wanting this for quite some time because it is just good to have one of these when you travel, because often my toothbrush just ends up in the bottom of my bag and it's quite disgusting, but now it will be protected, which is good. And another thing I did is I went to Muji and I just picked up, how many notebooks? I picked up 3 notebooks just for class to write things down. One to just throw in my bag for when I'm just moving around and need to write some notes or need to write appointments down and things like that, instead of carrying like my massive planner with me. And then I also picked up one more of my favorite pen, which is this Muji gel pen, which is the size 0.38, which I really like, and then 2 refills for this one, partly because I also have another 2 of this pen, but I haven't really found a good waste-free option for pens yet. I'm still researching, but for now I am just pretty happy with this, and also it's very cheap, but maybe I should just not think about the price and try and think about the fact that it's quite wasteful. But anyway, I picked those up. And then the last thing I did is I have had this pair of Topshop jeans for not very long at all, but I really love them. However, they just kept getting holes in the thighs. I mean, I'm someone that has a booty and I have thighs, and that is where I always sort of get my holes, is here. I mean, I don't know if the camera can see this, but there's quite a few holes along the thighs. Now, I have had my friends repatch them a couple of times, but they still just kept splitting. This side's even worse. And I went to Topshop to try and find another pair, and I found the exact same pair for $70, and I really love them, but I was just standing at the cash out, and I was like, I just don't want to spend another $70 on a pair of jeans that don't even last me a year before they start to fall apart. And I don't know, I was just sort of torn. And then I asked the lady, you know, where's a good place to get good jeans, and she recommended somewhere called Saks Fifth Avenue, which is a fancy department store, and I went there and I picked up the pair of jeans that I'm currently wearing. I don't remember the brand name. I can put it in the description box, but basically they're around $200 jeans. I think they're a bit more, $220, and they're really high quality. They're made in LA. The material is sourced from France, and yeah, they feel like such better quality jeans, even though they're a lot more expensive. But I'm just hoping that they last a much longer time, and then they definitely are worth investing into some good quality jeans. But saying that, I didn't really get to research the ethical side of that brand, so if you have any recommendations of brands that you see as good quality and ethical companies, because I would really like to do some more research into that, because I think a good pair of jeans is worth investing into. Like, a good pair of shoes and a good pair of jeans are very important to invest in. So that was the other thing that I picked up, and obviously my lovely mother paid for it for me. Yeah, and then the only other thing that I accomplished, which I was really excited about, is I finally sold one of my lenses. I've had it for quite a long time, and I used to do a lot of portrait photography, and it was an 85 1.2 Mark II, which a Canon lens, and if you know what that means, you know it's quite an expensive lens, and it's also quite big and bulky, and I love that lens, but it was just not worth me keeping on and carrying on with it and keeping it with me, because I'm no longer doing that kind of portrait work, and I couldn't justify it anymore. And I've been wanting to pass that lens on for quite some time, but I'm just one of those lazy people that just don't enjoy selling things online. So I was just waiting for either a friend to buy it or for me to find the right place, and I went to the city and I went to a place called B&H, which is an awesome massive store that has everything you need in terms of a camera equipment, and they purchased it from me, and I was super happy about that because I finally passed it on to a good place. So yeah, that's everything that I picked up and everything that I purchased. But if you have tried these shampoo bars, let me know what you think and if they've worked for you, and the same with the tongue scraper, because I'm interested to see how they turn out. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I hope you're having an excellent day, and I will see you next time. Bye!